What's going on, everyone? I hope you are well and doing great. Looking at this chart we picked up last week of Bitcoin and this fractal off of the 2021 top that is very eerily similar into 2026. You could see that they left a little space off the down trend line over here, a little space this time, and now Bitcoin here trading at $65,000. We need to break above, and we looked at this also from that NVIDIA fractal. Remember that beautiful fractal? You see, this is the line in the sand. Get above this, and the fractal continues to be confirmed and playing out. And we will see. Right now, obviously, some people expecting, oh, there could be a bounce in July, and obviously we're looking for that lower low in that 4-year cycle nature to play out. We're gonna find out. Looks like that the Clarity Act is gaining a lot of traction. It looks like it's going to be passed for better or for worse. I don't want to get dystopian on you, but for better or for worse, it looks like that there is a little bit of intention coming out of Washington, both sides, to get that passed. And I wonder if that's why Ethereum here seems to be leading off of the bottom. I wonder what the ramifications for the space will be. It's the first time in a while that we have all Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana all long. Solana just triggering now on the buy side. And we could see here that there is absolute signs that we are seeing momentum here. How long it lasts is anyone's guess, but for sure, momentum is beginning to kick up to the upside off of the bottom here of this. Guys, this is one of my favorite patterns. And if this wedge were to break out, this could wind up surprising a lot of people who have become insistent upon 4-year cycle behavior. Equity markets today are definitely under strong pressure, giving back all of yesterday's gains. And just looking over to the right over here. And I couldn't, I mean, 10 years down a little bit, dollar coming off, oil break even. Where's the pressure coming from remains to be seen. Does it really matter? By the way, let's just finish our most important here, our positioning. And we see that stocks here, as the NASDAQ continues its coil, as it continues consolidating all of its April into May gains so far, we see that we are completely sidelined at the moment. Everything out on the sidelines. I have for my work schedule today to take a look at what Brownie Brown has been doing. And you can see that, for example, on the video here, we have the baseline. And let me check dates over here. So this is coming back to 2019. This is all the way. Let's come back to 2019 and compare. Now, whatever it is, he believes, one of his philosophies is that the most data possible should be modeled on. What I did with this, with my modeling, was 2023 into the present was a blind. So that was first forward tested on the back test. Let's go ahead and just see the outperformance here, which I believe, look at that. There's some drawdown. Main importance here, though, is I'm incorporating what he's been looking at. I want to show you a couple more things. This is NVIDIA, and we thought, this is the buy and sell side. Let me pull up over here, Tesla, also just on the buy side. So just to make sure our dates are the same, this is 2019 to present, 9,600%, 22% drawdown. On the buy and sell side from the same year, obviously we're compounding both sides. This is quite attractive for those that are trading on both sides. Now, let's go ahead and look at what Brownie Brown has from 2019 just to compare apples to apples. And all right, right up in there. All right. So interesting, kind of neck and neck. Amazon, he has two different renditions over here. I just want to make sure that this is from 2007. So I want to check what that looks like also from 2019. So that's 8,000 from 2007. and then stick with me over here. This is 174. Now, he's got two models over here, and you can see the second one is even a massive bit of improvement. His latest one from 2007, absolutely blowing away the work that I did over there. I have to take the lessons in from that and go ahead and make sure that we're able to get the engine built as best as possible. 2008 major outperformance over here, so that's very promising. He also went ahead, looked at Nibis, and was able to produce a nice champion over there. I have to take a look at, this is my work for today, my focus work today is just taking a look at some of the additions that he was doing. I know two parameters were not included, that are now being included in my focus work today. The idea here is to be able to build out something that is able to produce something better than is out there, have that out on the dashboard so everyone could go ahead and whatever they're interested in looking at, go ahead and create champions for that. So that's on the forefront of my agenda today, of my mind. Super important to be looking at. That's why I have the second Nivity over there, and as you saw on the Amazon, Tesla, and Nimbus for me to take a look at. The other thing is bouncing off of our sector work over here. A couple of things. So the way that I am managing this so far, and each day you get to the CTM position sizer, make sure you refresh the page. That's going to go ahead and that's going to update the age sessions. Additionally, right, you could go ahead and save a copy just in case for whatever reason on a restart or something it didn't save, and then load it. I use the sort A to Z in order to be following easier as my broker sorts it. I might add an additional sort as per the sector list, although I heard Craig was making his own sector list, and many people might be using different sector lists, but it would help me to be able, when looking inside the brokerage, to sort A to Z, and then it would help me to sort sector wise when viewing this from what new entries and exits are occurring. A couple of reminders, what I'm doing and I find helpful: if a position is in the market, I'm flagging it green. If there was an exit like yesterday or in this morning, I'm going ahead, I flag those red. These are now closed, so I could get rid of them, and that helps me be able to manage it better. If there's an entry coming, I flag it as yellow. That's what I've been using to help me. On top of that, you should set an alert for every single one that you're using in the sector list as well. So I think this is the rhythm that's working for me. It's a lot to keep track of, so I'm continuing to dial in process right now and figure out what works best. The money management here, and by the way, you have to read all the notes at the bottom. It's imperative that you're familiar with what's going on, right? The money management here, though, this is also on my agenda today. And I was watching this clip here of Ed Thorpe. Many of you been in the markets for a long time are familiar with Dr. Ed Thorpe. And one of the things that I want to take a look at over here, first of all, he's 93. He looks
At this point, but it's been extraordinarily successful. Uses PhDs in computers.
he looks great and is sharp for 93. That right there is an inspiration. Man, we all got to, that's an inspiration right there, no doubt. So one of the things that Ed Thorpe is known for, Dr. Thorpe is known for, is his money management. And I want to go ahead and first take a look at his book, take a look at the way he's incorporating it, and the half Kelly is what he uses. So the Kelly is not his; it's what he uses, but he always used the half. And I am like prioritizing to the highest level, dialing in and seeing whether or not, if it's for example, our stocks our Bitcoin and crypto, whether or not we could find a better style of money management that could continue to help us reduce risk and outperform. So that's also at the top of the agenda today. So I have taking a look at Brownie Brown's improvements off the baseline. I feel like I'm missing one thing. No, I'm not missing it, but what he did over here was, yeah, you could see that that says V5 NVIDIA, and it's purposely on Tesla. So he was using the baseline of NVIDIA on Tesla. I thought that was very interesting, and you saw pretty good performance over there, worthy of taking a deeper dive into there. Very close to what we did. Um, silver with this is focused work today. If you are able inside, just reach me. I mean, Discord's the easiest. With any other book that you know of his, I am interested in it. Let me see I think the book is mentioned over here, and I pulled up and downloaded, I believe, the PDF yesterday. But I'm trying to find out if the name is coming off the top of my head, and it's not. Maybe it's over here in this section. This is a great read also. I should put this into, I'll put it in right here. These two are connected. I'll try to put that into the slides of today's video. And I'm looking for the book title. Here we go. Well, here's another thing too. So there's this one right here. Oh, his last name is Kelly. He uses the half Kelly. I thought it was Dr. Ed Thorpe. I'm not sure about that. But the size, the bet to survive the tail. I plan on putting these 6 resources to begin the work into a project, and then going ahead and drilling down into them and see if we're able to come up with money management layer is significantly important when we have such alpha on the upside. One of the other things that I need to figure out of how we're going to incorporate it, what would like to do is the additional, for example, Amazon, Google, how to put them into the lineup over here, as well as like we're on the verge of now being able to go ahead and produce templates for anything at any time, and how to find out how to all incorporate all of that. One of the other things that's I'm finding a little difficult is I am executing on 2 different brokers the sector strategy, and it winds up being a lot. So that's something else I'm trying to find the correct rhythm for. I feel a lot. I like the cadence of, or sorry, I didn't say cadence. I like the layer of diversity of having the sector strategy being executed on top of our go-to stocks, and I believe that that offers another layer of importance here, and hopefully leads to outperformance. So that's a lot today. It's really just checking in and let you know what's being worked on over here. I feel like soon, and I feel like this has been such a blessing, this massive, massive burst of workflow that's happening here, because I feel like what it does is it sets us up at the right time as we move into the end of the summer and into September, where we'll have everything like ironclad set up, and then that opens up the door for just going from positions, executing, and a lot more dialing in and taking a look at some macro focused sessions. So that's where we are today. Short and sweet and super focused. Everyone, I'm on the inside. I'm here all day working. Ping me if you need anything. Have a beautiful day, everyone. God bless you. CTM strong. How beautiful seeing, by the way, the consolidation happening of the NASDAQ at this moment. How beautiful seeing the positionings being able to position in the right place where the momentum is. And we're going to see if we get a kick, because a lot of people are probably offsides at this morning, at this moment. And here we are. super trader book. No, that's the first time I'm hearing of that one. So let me go ahead and make sure I get that noted. That's the first time I'm hearing that one. So let me take a look. And if anyone else has any valued resources that they know of, familiar with on money management as I get going today, please send them my way. Everyone, I'll see y'all back on the inside.